Okay. Is it stopping? Is it starting? Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody. Sorry, I'm 2 minutes late. I thought I was ready and had to reboot something. Um, let's see here. Oh, privacy. Perhaps I'm not public yet. Hold on a second here. Enable live chat. Save. Analytics. Something's not right here. Something's not right. What's going on? Why is it not? Edit. Details. Okay. Let's see if we're live here yet. One waiting. Anybody there? Huh. Public. Okay, connection is excellent. Yeah, I'm not showing up, am I? Something's not right here. Why isn't this working? Oh, okay. That was weird. Okay. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Nicholas. You ate a large bowl of chocolate fudge cream, ice cream? That's good. I had a bean. That's about it. I've been kind of running around. Oh, good. All right. So we're in business. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the live stream number 2. And so excited to have you all here. It's a kind of a question answer thing. And I was thinking the questions are as much for me as for you, because I probably have a few questions I want to ask you guys. I'm curious. But anyways, thanks, Jennifer. You can see and hear it okay. Great. Is Sharky there? I wanted to make sure Sharky was participating in this live stream, of course. Oh, Jennifer's cooking right now, in fact. Okay. One bean? Well, actually, I had about 3. My wife, as soon as the pandemic hit, my wife started becoming very conscious about food security. It's not so bad in Canada, although we're pretty interconnected with the United States. So I am still actually concerned about food security for you guys in the States and for the entire globe, actually. There's still repercussions that may be coming down the line. So keep yourself safe and stock up on food, eh? Stock up on your ice cream, Nicholas. uh, oh, good. Yes, yeah, yeah. Alien's there too. Yeah, he's part of the crew. Um, so I'll just go right at attack some of these questions you had for me. Um, The first one we'll look at, well, let's say that's Jennifer up here. She said, "Do you have any pets, Dean? You seem to me like an animal lover." Well, absolutely. I love animals. I love cats, especially. Cats are my favorite. I love dogs too. I don't have any pets. Unfortunately, we're renting, and um, we're not allowed to have pets, which really sucks. So, and our kids really want to have pets. So at some point, we're probably going to buy a house again. Right now, we rent, but we're going to look at getting a house again and having pets. Okay, if you want more ice cream, Jennifer says you could go to Pelosi's house. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That but for my in-laws, for the older generation, it's it's okay to show off and show how well off you are, because the boomers are all so well off. They've profited from house prices skyrocketing for years and years, and they can just sell off their homes and retire nicely. But I don't think my children's generation, or even me so much, can have that easy situation. So I thought that was a little bold and kind of disappointing of Pelosi to do that, to show off her wealth like that in these times especially. So let's see. Yeah, significantly fewer viewers this time around right now. We got about 3 concurrent viewers. Oh, so hi Dean. Sorry I'm late, says Job. Hey, how you doing, Job? Job Lopez, how are you? No worries, no worries. This is just a casual chat. And so where are you, Job? Where are you situated? I think I'm gonna pop out my little. You can pop out your chat window, by the way. Pop out chat. So there, I'm not craning my neck looking at the corner of the screen here so much. So you're in the Philippines, and it's 10 a.m. there. Oh, okay. What's the weather like there in the Philippines? Is it warm this time of year? Yeah, I'm experimenting. Last time I was my time 8 a.m. 6 or 8 a.m. on Sunday, and I thought I would try an evening slot on a Saturday this week. And the next one, I'll probably do a live stream every 2 weeks, I'm thinking. And at some point, when I get better at the software, more comfortable, I'm going to actually try to do a live react, so we can react together to something. It's monsoon season, says Job, in Philippines. Okay, so it's warm and rainy and humid, I guess, probably. Ah, Alize de Guerre. Hi, nice to be here. Good. I'm glad you're here too, Alize. You have a question for me, so let's tackle your question. Your question was, has any of the new music you've listened to since starting the channel inspired you to write any original music? That's part one. Okay, so part one of your question. Yes, I have. I actually see. I'm such a prolific songwriter that I have to like shut myself down, or else I'll just keep writing music. And so for me, it's like turning on a faucet. Creativity is just turning on a faucet. It's just a matter of sitting down and doing it. Very rarely I've ever had a dry spell. But mind you, I've been so busy enough with the channel and other things that the songwriting I do right now, I record it and tuck it away for the future, when at some point when I start doing some more serious recording. And part two of the question is, and what band's songs have stuck with you or were perceived better or worse on repeat listens? Um, what bands have stuck with me? Yeah, as far as like just going on and on in my head, like when after I hear them. Well, Tool for sure. Um, I would say, because I'm listening to a lot of the music just once, and then I have to edit it, and I listen to it a few more times while I'm editing it. A lot of this music that I've been catching up on, all this progressive rock, I have still to ingest it more. You know, I've just on the surface started ingesting it, so to speak. So so obviously Tool, what's it called? The big one, the tune I cried in. That was obviously one of the big tunes for me. Um, let's see. And what was your other part of your question? Were they worse or better on repeat? I would say everything's increasing in goodness with repeats. I find that pretty much everything would say I could say that about it. Like as soon as I listen to it, it always sounds better. It just gets better and better. How important are lyrics to you? Well, I've mentioned this before. Lyrics are not the main thing for me. I'm like the music and the melody, and that's why I like a lot of classical music and instrumental music as well. So the lyrics are secondary for me. Daniel Cooper, welcome to the chat. Uh, oh, you got a great project for me, do you? Toe Hider? Mike Mills is an Australian multi-instrumental with insane vocal range. Okay. See, I've got such a long list of bands I have to check out. It's quite I wouldn't say overwhelming. It's like Christmas time. It's like this is great. It's like a tree with a ton of presents underneath. It's just like awesome. I can't wait to open up all these gifts. You know, all this music. Nicholas says, "Where's the questions coming from? I don't see them." Well, Nicholas, earlier in the week I posted in the community sharing section of my YouTube channel. I asked for some questions in advance. So I was just reading. I got 3 questions in advance. I answered Jennifer's already. Now I just got Job. Let's tackle his question. He said, "What are your thoughts on progressive rock now and then? Has it progressed?" Sorry if it sounds like a pun. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of in a unique position where I can say I grew up with the classic prog rock, and then now I'm just exploring all of the last or the post classic prog rock era, and I would say that it has not gotten worse. If anything, it's gotten better. There's a lot more variety. And there's a lot more offshoots of progressive rock now, it seems to me, and I think it's great. It's just like a tree. It's like a tree. The stump or the main part of the tree was like the 70s. That's when all of the progressive rock kind of originated and developed. And then now it's since the 80s it's been branching out and it keeps branching out, and seedlings, right? Like seedlings from the tree. So there's other trees that are growing around this progressive rock tree, and so it's to me it's like a huge garden. Okay, so that's the 3 questions in advance that I got, and I've tackled those hopefully to your satisfaction. Now let's go back to this board here. I'm just going to see who's here. If I haven't acknowledged you here, I know we got Jennifer, Nicholas, Daniel, and Job. Who else? Jackson. Okay. Hi, Jackson. Hi, Dean. Came to ask if you heard of Thank You Scientist before. I have heard of them, and I watched one video before I started the React channel. I remember watching one video by Thank You Scientist, and they were all outdoors in like a football field, and there's like all these guys with marching drums and marching brass and a drummer, and that's the only song that I've seen by them, and I was quite impressed, and I made a mental note that I've got to check them out some more, and I will be reacting to some on the channel. I have not yet. So thanks, Jackson, for mentioning that. We got Alaise Daguerre here. Cool. I love your little stormtrooper coffee logo there. That's cool. Hey, Dean, says Jennifer, can you do a shout out to your mom, Margie? She is right next to me. Hey, Margie, how are you? Margie, I'm so excited that you've been following my channel along with Jen. That's really awesome. Uh, you remind me a little of my own mom, it sounds like. My mom and I will definitely hang out and do stuff. I'll play guitar and we'll sing hymns together. My mom's really big on Christian hymns. So I sit with her and sing hymns and hang out with her whenever I can. She's the other side of the country, though, unfortunately. I'm in the West Coast, she's on the East Coast. So thanks, Margie, for dropping in. That's really awesome you're here. So we got more visitors. Max. Hey. How you doing, Max? Yes. I recognize all of your names because you all post on the bottom of my videos, and as you know, I am pretty zany to do it, but um, I love to answer, or at least the very least read every single message I get, and sometimes it's a little overwhelming when I get too many messages. Like lately on this Bandmade, I'm just getting tons of messages, and some of it's a bit annoying, to be honest. People are just a little touchy about Bandmade, and they really need not to be. So let's see. Yeah, cool. You guys are having little chats together too while I'm talking. That's. I'm glad you're doing that. I'm just trying to catch up now. Jennifer says, I find musical genres develop much like language trees in linguistics, Indo-European to Germanic and offshoots with Anglo-Saxon and French. Well, you would know, Jennifer, you're a sort of a language specialist. I can speak German, some basic German because my mom's German, but that's about all I can do. A little bit of French, hardly any. Louis, didn't I say your name? Didn't say my name. Lots of laugh. Hey, Louis Garcia, where are you at, Louis? Where are you? Where are you home? And we've got Daniel Timmerman. Dean says, Daniel, love your videos. I suspect you would really enjoy El Cielo by Dredge, a really incredible album that I would love to see you react to. Yeah, Dredge. That's a band I can't wait to check out. Like I say again, there's so much music. I'm going to read you a list too at some point in this video, or not video, live stream. I'm going to read you a list of all the new bands that I've listened to in the last 6 months, and it's a long list, and like totally new. And then the list of all the bands I still have to check out is equally long. It's pretty astounding. I can't believe how much music there is for me to check out, so it'll keep me busy. Max, you're good. All right, good. I'm good and can't wait for the next Mars Volta reactions. The two live ones are especially the next album you're going to do. Actually, I'm going to be reacting to Televators and Serpentaxed, the live versions. I've already done them. They'll be up on the channel soon because, and that finishes sort of that album, the Comatorium, which is an amazing album. Jackson Coughlin, Max. Oh, he's messaging you back and forth a bit. Welcome, Jackson. Oh, Louis, you're in Virginia. All right. Well, welcome from Virginia. Daniel agrees that Dredge is great. Nicholas says, my girlfriend says if Bandmade comes to the U.S. touring, then she wants to go see them with me. Showed her some of the videos. Absolutely. At the top of my list is Tool. Once live music starts happening again, I'm really hoping it'll happen next year. I want to see Tool, and I want to see Bandmade. There's a lot of acts that I don't know if I'll be able to see, European and Norwegian, metal. I don't know if Leprous even tours in North America or not, but I'd sure love to see Leprous, and actually almost any band so far that I've been reacting to, I really want to see live. I mean, I love going seeing bands live. Nicholas, by the way, Dean, I had a question I posted for this live stream on Patreon. post you made today. Okay, maybe I didn't get that. As you know, I work midnights, and I was sleeping for a few hours today, and I didn't get to that. Leprous does tour here. Oh, good. That's good to hear. I know that. Oh, it's Daniel saw them in Philadelphia, and Between the Buried and Me as well. Good. That's another band I'd love to see live. I mean, any of these. Like I say, they're all, to me, live is the real substance of a band. That's what I really loved about when I grew up through the 70s and 80s. When I got into Rush, especially around 1980, I got into them heavily. And Rush is like down the street from me, of course, in Toronto there when I was living nearby. And I just had I was so impressed by the work ethic. Basically, they record an album, they tour, then record an album, then tour, and I think that's a great system, and it's a great way to share your music. There's no better way. So you've seen Haken, hey Nicholas? Oh, that would be good. Jackson says, "Oh yeah, Strawberry Girls. I have one of their songs downloaded for reacting to. I'm going to be reacting to that soon. They're from California and have a really unique style. Good to know. You've seen Haken. Jennifer, you want to see Lepers too. That's awesome. Yeah, I can't wait till concerts start again. Louis says check out Gargoyle. Yeah, I hadn't heard of that one actually. If you like a blend of Alice in Chains and Opeth with a touch of avant-garde. Okay. Opeth, I have to do some more reacting to. I've only reacted to one or two of their songs, and I really dig their stuff. Oh, we got somebody new here. Sanitarium 7. Sanitarium 7 says, I've been enjoying your channel a lot since you came up my Swan's Church search. Are you familiar with the artist Scott Walker? I don't think so. Scott Walker doesn't ring a bell, really. Yeah, the Swans. Oh man, I was swept away by the Swans CD. I'm still going to be moving through that in the car. I like doing it in the car, and I'm especially hoping for a nice rainy day where the rain is drumming down on the car, and then I'm listening to my CD blasting in there and recording a video for you guys. That'd be really fun. So I'm going to read you just a quick list. Now, if you could believe it, all of the following groups I'm going to mention, I've never heard their music until I did a react on the channel, and I'm excited about all of them. Haken, A Perfect Circle, Tool, Bandmade, Sleepy Time Gorilla Museum, Swans, The Mars Volta, Soen, Porcupine Tree, Devin Townsend, Leprous, Mastodon, Riverside, Carnival, Opeth, Dream Theater. Oh, I've heard of Dream Theater before, though. Symphony X, Richelieu, Between the Buried and Me, Caligula's Horse, Failure, Ocean Size, Slint, Dirt Poor Robins. I really like them, they're cool. Circa Survive, Allegion, Pliny, Isis, Catatonia, Eloy, that's from the 70s, Deftones, Ghost, The Deer Hunter, Altesia, and then other groups that I was familiar with before, had heard an album or something. Steven Wilson, Muse, Gojira, Talk Talk. And as far as bands I haven't even really touched yet, well, Radiohead I know a lot from the radio and stuff. I've heard them all over the place. But I want to react to one of their albums because I'm pretty sure there's a lot on there I have not heard. I want to react to Radiohead, there's Coheed and Cambria, The Flower Kings, Transatlantic, Spock's Beard, IQ, Myrith Dance, Amplifier, Elder, Caspian, Guilt Machine, Strawberry Girls, Meniscus, Frost, Circuline, Atom Ship, Ningen Isu, Viewer, Triassic, Soko Ninaru, Infinen Universal Mind Project, and that's just scratching the surface. There's probably still a ton more that I have not even sampled yet. Isn't that an incredible list? And I remember back in the well, when I got into progressive rock, the late '70s, I remember going to the record store, and it's like, I went to a few different spots. There was really not a lot of choice for progressive rock like there is now. It's pretty astounding. And also progressive fusion, jazz fusion is also another, I would say, another tree next to the prog rock tree. It's really a main thing. Okay, computer. Yes, that'll be one of them for sure, Jen. I think there's a couple of the albums I wanted to react to. Oh yeah, thank you, scientist. That's right. Like I said, there's a bunch. That was just a sample on that list. Um, DRH and Diablo Swing Orchestra for jazz metal. Woo, that would be interesting. Yeah, Paranoid Android is the other album I want to react to, Daniel. So, by the way, Chino Chibi, welcome. Welcome, Chino. Math rock. Yeah, that's another kind of branch of progressive rock. How about some Steven Wilson solo career reactions soon? Says Jack. Hi, Jack. That's a great idea. And yeah, absolutely. Mahavishnu Orchestra and Pat Metheny. Yeah, that's. I'm a big Pat Metheny fan. I've been more heavily into Pat Metheny than anything in the last 5 years because I had a jazz fusion band and we were covering Metheny. You should react to the new So-and song, says Jen. It just came out 2 days ago? Oh, wow. Okay. Nicholas Van de Houten. Progressive jazz? Never heard of that. Progressive jazz. Well, stuff like Forever. What are they called? The Forever. Shoot. Sorry, my memory is terrible sometimes. It's a band with Al Di Meola. Check out Al Di Meola. He's progressive jazz and actually sort of mixed in with Spanish. There's a mixture of Spanish, flamenco, jazz, and rock fusion. That's Al Di Meola. He had some great solo albums in the early '80s and Return to Forever. Yeah, thanks. That's it, Job. And the So-and song is called Antagonist. Okay, Glass Hammer. That's another one. A Yes clone from Tennessee. And oh, that makes 3 albums. Alizé, Daguerre, 3 albums to listen to. Rainbows is another one. I remember when that came out and it's free. And I think I don't know, I had dial up at the time, so I was tempted to download for free. But again, I don't know the album at all. It's always been one band that I sort of like, oh, I should check them out more, but I never really did get around to it. Radiohead. Yeah, Chino Chibi, Al Di Meola. He's still going too. He's still putting out albums, still touring. Job says, can you add Elephant Jim to your list in the future? Okay, Elephant Jim. Pat Metheny, Last Train Home. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good tune. Oh, Jennifer says, Toe from Japan is good math rock. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And you know what? When someone says math rock, I really could not tell you exactly what that means. So I'm looking forward to educating myself. This is all kind of like a university course. So I think we're all part of it. We're all part of a course here. I'm just going back over some of these in case I missed anything. Oh, Jesse, say what? Sorry to miss your name there. Welcome to the chat, Jesse. Great to have you here. Oh, Jennifer, I went back in the chat, and your mom says, Dean, you're great. Ah, okay, thanks. Uh, Daniel asked me, do you own any basses? I have two basses actually. I have um, a Fender copy kind of a bass. It's just not nothing too fancy, and then I've got a very nice fretless bass. Yeah, I love basses. I just use them mostly just when I'm recording music and I need a bass line. I go play a bass. I used to play bass in a band for about a year and a half. I played in a cover band with a bass. I was a bassist. Aleze, always loved cats, got three right now. Only supposed to have one as well due to renting. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, in case any of you missed that, Jennifer asked if I liked cats or pets, and I love cats. And I'd love to have a dog as well, but I'm not allowed to right now where I'm renting. Oh, Louis Garcia. Hi, Louis. I, in case I missed you, welcome to the chat. It says, "Hey Dean, what's up? I've heard some of your songs on Spotify. Very nice. I hope you do a Bandcamp reaction series." Oh yeah, somebody mentioned Bandcamp, and I think that's a great idea because I really love Bandcamp. I think Bandcamp is one of the great internet inventions for bands because it really enabled them to put their albums up really fast and reach their fans, and there's no middle people, no one in the middle, except for Bandcamp itself, which is fine. They're doing a great work for everybody. Yeah, so this is an experiment as far as the time of day. Everybody, let me know in the chat if you thought this was a good time for a chat. This at this exact time, was this appropriate or convenient, or was it hard for you? Alize de Guerre. I unfortunately live in Orange County, California. Why unfortunately? Is it because of the lockdown and everything right now? Is that where there was some fires? Was there some fires? Jennifer's a cat person too. Oh, great. Riverside County here, Nicholas. Oh, Jake Cameron. What was the last concert you went to? Are you asking me, Jake? What was the last concert I went to? It would have been a very obscure kind of jazz band, and they're called something Knee or Bended Knee or something. I forget what they're called. At a jazz festival that was here lately. So as far as live acts, I like to go to local cafes and watch people sing on singer-songwriter night. You know, there's people who do some sets of their music, local musicians. I haven't gotten out to a lot of live music. I find the concerts very expensive. Also, when I was growing up, not growing up, when my kids were growing up in Toronto, and I lived in Toronto, I was not really checking out a lot of live music there. I was more focused on performing and doing my own live shows and getting out, and I was heavily into a singer-songwriter mode when I was in Toronto, so I haven't really even seen a lot of concerts, unfortunately. I've seen Rush, of course, and um, some acts way back. I saw Pat Metheny in Vancouver recently. That was one of the most serious concerts I went to recently. It was a couple of years ago. I saw Pat Metheny in Vancouver. Bent Knee, Dean? No, I don't think it's Bent Knee. Uh, they're an instrumental jazz fusion band, and they're touring like crazy all over the world, and they're still putting out music. I haven't followed them lately though. Nicholas, I'm going to eventually Patreon pick some Opeth in the future. Okay, no problem. Delicious Danger at the drive-in reaction. Yes, I think at the drive-in is a necessity because they are, now that I've gotten to know the Mars Volta, it's all the more important that I go and react to some at the drive-in, since that was kind of their genesis into the Mars Volta, I think. So Jake Cameron is saying, "Where is here?" Are you asking me? In case you're wondering, or if you don't know, I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Vancouver Island, right on the southern tip of Vancouver Island. So I go and I jog sometimes. I haven't jogged enough lately. I got to get back into jogging, but I jog and I can see the United States, or as we call it, Trump Land at the moment. I can see Trump Land across the strait. Oh, Metal Fatigue by Alan Holdsworth. Classic 80s prog. Yes, that would be, I would classify that as prog jazz without a doubt. Lucum. He was responding to my message. If you scroll up, you can find my question. Lucum? Okay, let's see. What did Lucum say? Maybe. Oh, will you react to more Opeth? Asked Lucerne. Sorry, Lucerne. Welcome, Lucerne. Yeah, absolutely. I barely touched the surface with Opeth. I'll be reacting to a lot more of their stuff. Yeah, Bent Knee. Someone has mentioned Bent Knee, and I know that's another band that's progressive. It sounds like. Dean casually jogs into the U.S. No, I'd have to take a ferry boat to get over to the U.S. I've been to the U.S. On this side of the pond a couple times now. I went down to Seattle and went through Seattle to Portland. Actually, I was in Vancouver, Portland, Oregon. I was in Vancouver, Oregon, for something. It was to do with my kids. My kids do homeschooling and stuff like that, and they had a big conference down there. So I was down in the States. That was quite a while ago. Ninjin Isu has a couple of King Crimson covers, and some of their stuff strays into prog rock. Yes, I'll be reacting to some of their stuff. John Tapmeyer, welcome. Nick, go kiss your girlfriend. Okay. Oh, here's another new Big Chief BC. It's another new one. Welcome, Big Chief. My last concert was Russian Circles. Russian Circles. Now that's a band I don't know, and I'll be reacting to. I'm sure. I think I've heard that come up in the comments and requests. Jennifer, your last concert was Memphis Tool, January 31st. Wow, you got that in just before the pandemic. Lucky you. My last concert, says Daniel Cooper, was Devin Townsend and Haken in March. Diego from Haken played for both bands. Where have I seen that before? I've seen this before, where a guy is playing in the opening act and the main featured act. I think that's kind of brilliant. If not, maybe perhaps a little overwhelming though for him. I don't know. Jack Valentino says, I have a ticket for the Pacifier virtual concert online on the 30th. Not sure what to expect, but I'm excited. I had not heard about that. That's another band I have to react to, although they say it may not be progressive, but again, it's related to Tool, so I'll probably react to a tune or two. Nicholas, this is usually prime girlfriend time, so I'm going to have to jet out. See you in your next react. Okay, you've probably already stepped out. And that's what Jen was saying about hugging your girlfriend. Yes, say hi to your girlfriend for me too. Although you probably already stepped away. There's a little bit of a delay here. Chris Allen is here. Hey, Chris. My last concert was Kanye West, which my ex-fiance dragged me to, but oh well. Yeah, that's kind of interesting when you get dragged to a concert. Yeah. My last concert was Clutch, says Louis. Clutch. Oh, okay. I don't know them. David Simpson says evening. Evening to you too. Um, no ever, no interesting bands ever come to my area. Uh, Sad face. Chino Chibi. Oh, sorry to hear that. Um, an online cancer an online concert for band name, Job? I didn't know they were doing online concerts. Cool. Um, Delicious Danger. Okay, Delicious. Well, you're Canadian and you don't know Clutch. Oh, no, I don't. No, I'm Canadian, but I'm also an older guy. I mean, maybe Clutch is something that, I don't keep up with movies or actors or pop music, certainly not. Oh my gosh, I haven't listened to the radio at all for decades. I put on the radio and just skip around till something I like comes on. I don't like a lot of the pop music. So Clutch is great, Jack says. Okay, cool. I'll check them out. They're from DC. Oh, Shino Chibi, you live on a Spanish speaking island. Well, I can understand. Yeah. Do you think that Clockwork Angels was a good way to finish the Rush discography? Yeah, sure. I guess so. I think it's a really a deep work. It's probably not my favorite though, but the whole Rush thing is pretty a pretty epic career of spanning so many decades. Really amazing. The Warmth Incubus? Are you suggesting Incubus? Hi, Hooked. Okay. Put up my list. Oh, Clutch are from Maryland. Okay. R40 was incredible. Is that a tour, right? R40? Yeah, I didn't get out to that either. I have a big family, so I didn't really do much concerts, and I don't even have a very good TV. What I really want to get, I've been thinking about getting a big screen TV again because we had one, but it got broken about 8 years ago, and then we got another replacement. We never bothered to get a better one, and I'd like to get a Blu-ray player and get some concert CDs or DVDs or whatever, and watch some concert footage in the living room full blast. That's To me, that's pretty a good way to experience live music is with concert Blu-rays and stuff like that. Clutch tours Canada pretty consistently. That's why I was surprised. Okay, well, I'll definitely keep an eye out for them. Um, of course, right now they're probably not touring. Let's see. Gerard, hi Gerard. My last Rush was Rush R40. Okay, is that an album or is it just a DVD set or what? Because I'm not so familiar with it. I just other than seeing some stuff on YouTube about it. Are you a Christian theologist? I thought I saw something like that on you. No, I'm not a Christian theologist. I did have a channel a few years ago where I was playing acoustic guitar. I grew up in a Christian religion, and I had hymns that I liked when I grew up. So I did a YouTube channel where I was playing hymns that were all on piano and organ and stuff. And I kind of updated them and wanted to do them folk style. So I sang a bunch of Christian hymns on this channel. And it was just a little project to keep me going on the side. It's also it was a fun introduction to YouTube. It basically got me making a YouTube channel. And I have actually other YouTube channels. This isn't my fourth or fifth channel. I had a YouTube channel I started, like I say, it was Christian guitar hymns, acoustic guitar, and then I had a channel on vegan because I became vegan about 8 years ago, and I was doing vegan cooking. And then I kind of abandoned that because these are all things. If you want to have a YouTube channel, you've got to be passionate 24/7, 365 a year, you know. Otherwise, you're going to lose interest. So that petered out. I mean, I'm still vegan, but I lost interest in teaching it online. And then I had a channel about Hot Wheels because I got into Hot Wheel cars with my kids, collecting Hot Wheels. And again, that fizzled out after 2 or 3 months, but it was a good introduction to YouTube again. And then I had another channel that was ambient music, so it's just nothing but instrumental, long ambient music. And and then I started the Dean Wolfe channel, which is like sort of coming full circle. And I realized the thing that I love the most is just playing guitar and progressive rock. So I started doing gear commercials, like our YouTube videos about gear and guitars. And then I thought, I might as well do a guitar lesson. So I did Roundabout by Yes. And that video totally exploded my channel. It's got about 120,000 views now. So, it's going to race toward 250,000 at some point. I'll probably eventually reach 1 million in a few years, probably. But that was my big video, the guitar lessons. So I did more lessons, and then I did more gear, and then my wife suggested doing React videos. And that was the next stage for my video channel to explode. I started getting hits for reacting, I guess slowly but surely. Then I had this one Tool video I did, and of course I was really overcome emotionally by Lateralus, and that video kind of exploded earlier this year, the Lateralus React, and then I really entrenched myself into this focus on progressive rock, because in fact the Lateralus reaction was symbolic also, because it was me coming back home to progressive rock, because that was the whole twist on this channel. Is here's a guy who loved progressive rock, and then the 90s came along and progressive rock was out of style, and then any new progressive rock bands were all very, very hard metal, and I did not like hard metal at that time. Like Dream Theater totally turned me off of progressive rock. That's why I'm very hesitant to react to Dream Theater, because they're the ones that turned me off of progressive rock. I really didn't like what they were doing at all, and I thought, well, if that's progressive rock, fuck that, sorry. So I left progressive rock for about 30 years, and so Lateralus was the coming back home. So that's part of why I came to tears, because I realized, oh my gosh, I've been missing out on some amazing prog rock. Why did I abandon it? So that's the whole thing. So it's 7:50. We've been chatting for almost an hour. I'm definitely going to wrap it up by 8 o'clock, just to let you know. So I just went on a long explanation there, and I have to go back to the messages here. Louis says, I cried on Octavarium by Dream Theater. 24 minutes of epicness. Okay, I'll probably react to that. Dream Theater is the worst band of all time, says Chris. Well, I'm prejudiced against them because they turned me off of prog rock years ago. So, like I say, I'm a little hesitant, but probably I'll find something I like about them. Prog is the best, period. Yeah, I love prog. If there was no prog, music would be quite depressing. I just love... Although, when I was away from prog, the kind of music that really was fun was ambient stuff, because that's sort of like prog. It's kind of proggy in a way, and I was really into folk music, like alternative folk rock and stuff. Chris says, I expect a strong and praising reaction when I eventually include a picture with one of my patron requests. Yes, you're welcome to do that, Chris. Leave forward a JPEG of yourself if you want, or your pet, or whatever, And rather than just saying, oh, such and such a person made a request, I'll flash your picture on there if you're cool with that, if you want that. Kind of makes a human connection for people too. Chris, it looks like Chris might have stepped out. Ready, set, drift. Okay, welcome, ready, set, drift, and welcome, hooked. Um, and then a lot of David F. Greetings from Argentina. As I mentioned, my wife lived in Argentina for 1 year. Um, Prague is the best, says Ready Set Drift. Yeah, I agree. Um, Hooked has some suggestions. The Hue, a Mongolian rock band. Cool. Um, Oh, 80s Marillion. Yeah, I am the drummer in the jazz fusion band that I had, the last band I was in. He's a huge Marillion fan, and he loaned me a CD, and I remember listening to the entire CD in my car because I had to drive an hour there just to get to rehearsals. And I really enjoyed it, but it didn't stick. It didn't stick. It didn't make me want to listen to more. So Marillion, I do want to react to more because I think in this setting where I'm focused and really appreciating music, I think that's what this channel is all about. And just having an open expectation for for enjoying the music, so that'll happen. The Hue is cool stuff. John Tapmeyer, if I didn't welcome you already, welcome. Love Bites, another Japanese power metal band. Yeah, the whole Japanese thing is the whole bandmade thing is getting out of hand. I just released a video and I was a little bit critical. I wouldn't even say critical. I'm just making a comment. Just making a comment or observation. I'm saying, do they really need to wear the outfits, the outfits? And a lot of people are like, well, not a lot of people. Some people are quite offended, that I would suggest. They say Kiss has a makeup, and Slipknot, and there's bands out there that do that. That's fine. I'm cool with that. And I've learned since posting the video that the girls consider it their armor. It's something they do, and it's part of what they do, and that's great. I didn't realize that. I just thought, oh, maybe the record company was telling them to do this. I thought they were just following the record company's line. So now that I know that's their own initiative, great. So I don't know what all the upset is about. Is there anyone here who's a big band made fan? Any of you watching the stream right now? Just give me a shout. Just so you know, I want you to know I love Bandmade. I think they're great. I'm actually going to order a Bandmade T-shirt, and I'm going to do some more reacting to Bandmade, but not a lot more. That's all. It's only because this is a progressive rock channel. I'm not going to focus too much on them. Nothing personal, Craighead, hi Jamie. Outside of global pandemics, do you play live gigs outside of Canada? I live in Seattle. We're almost neighbors. Actually, I did play a live gig, but it was a Christian church thing, and I was playing acoustic guitar and singing basically down in the States. I think it was in Portland. So that was my exposure to the United States as a performer. But as far as performing myself, my jazz fusion band, we just performed right here in the island. We did a couple of jazz festivals. We play local gigs. And after 3 years of that, I actually quit the band for some personal reasons, issues with another member in the band. And that just I couldn't tolerate anymore. It was not helping the band. I just had to leave the band. So any performing that I do is just I play at a hotel. There's an Empress Hotel here in town, and before the pandemic I was performing once a month at least there, and in a restaurant slash bar, and I was doing singer-songwriter stuff. I was doing Spanish flamenco-y stuff. And but I've mentioned this before. I'm seriously considering forming a progressive metal band or progressive rock band in town. And if I'm going to do that, I'm going to document it on this channel. Like I'll do videos of the whole thing, so you'll get to see the genesis of the band, and from the ads, posting an ad, to having rehearsals, to playing our first show. And first thing I got to do though is I got to get myself a good Les Paul guitar or something like that, because I don't have the proper metal gear. I'm still putting some of that together. I've focused on not metal music so much, so I have to get back into that. So we got 4 minutes left, guys. Hi, Hooked. He says, Blue, a perfect circle is so emotional, man. Okay. Hey, Shikata Ganai 100. In fact, it is hard to get any Japanese rock t-shirt stuff in extra, extra large. Maybe I should lose weight. Lots of laugh. Lots of laugh out loud. Yes, I'm a fan of Bandmade. By the way, it's hard to get Bandmade merch in XXL. Job, I'm a Bandmade fan, but I don't mind your comments, although they are not a true progressive band. I agree. I've enjoyed to look into them because I like them, and I like that they're getting discussions going. I think it's kind of healthy, actually, all this discussion about progressive music and what's not progressive and what's a progressive element, and it's just fun just to let this all evolve as a phenomena of itself, you know. Rayman69, hey Dean, hey, good to see you, Rayman. Welcome. Rayman says, hey Dean, have you ever checked out Liquid Tension Experiment? Nope. Paradigm Shift instrumental. Ooh, I love instrumentals. Really love it. One of my favorite all-time instrumentals is YYZ by Rush. So what was Shikata Ganaya 100? Disagreement isn't being offensive. Only being offensive is being offensive. Thank you for saying that. Jennifer said that Bandmade fans are feisty. They sure are. But you know, the thing that you have to admire about you have to admire that any group that has a fan base as rabid as Bandmade, you have to respect that, because that'd be sure cool to have a fan base where they're out there just fighting for you and spreading the word, like almost like you're a religion, you know. Hooked says, wait, have you listened to the new Deftones album? Well, you know, good question, Hooked. For me, all my spare time is spent on preparing for this channel, preparing videos. I'm putting out one video a day, and one video, well, two-part video, of course, part one, part two. One video where one song react takes me about 2 to 2.5 hours of time. So you have to think, if I'm doing 10 songs, that's like, 30 hours or whatever. So it's a big project, this channel. And so I don't have a lot of time. The only time I like to listen to music is when I'm jogging. I got headphones and I got my phone. I'll listen to music. And the other time I listen to music is when I'm cooking, usually, or in the kitchen, and I'll put on YouTube. I like to listen to really weird music, though. I like to listen like to Colombian folk music, like stuff that was recorded in the 60s and 70s. I love period music like that, and just sort of strange music, I guess you could say. Job says Moving Pictures is my favorite album of Rush. Yeah, it's amazing. I think my favorite album of Rush is Hemispheres, probably, or Moving Pictures is a good tie there. Jennifer, we're thankful for your hard work on this. Thanks, Jennifer. This has been a real adventure so far, and it just continues to grow. I've got like 7 patrons now. I didn't think it would take off so fast, to be honest. And so a special word out to my patrons. And if you haven't considered, it does support me. The more patrons I have, the more impetus, the more legitimacy I feel. Like this is kind of my work, It's my little niche in life, my niche in life. Oh, you love Counterparts. Oh, that is a great album. It's hard to pick a favorite Rush album. I just love Counterparts because I love the whole the way they took grunge and progified it. It was awesome. So, looking forward to the next Q&A. Yes. Leave a comment if you want when a good time is for you, and just let me know the time zone you're in, say New York, Tuesday nights at 2 a.m. New York time is awesome, or whatever. Just leave some suggestions there. And next key up question and answer will probably be, who knows? I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll look at what your feedback is, and we'll do another Q&A. And like I say, I'm going to be continuing to upgrade. So every Q&A we have, I'm hoping to move toward doing a live react. Maybe that'll be the first thing I will do, react to a live song together, and then continue with a QA chat or something. So I'm also open to any of your suggestions for what you'd like to see on the channel, as well as songs to react to. Um, Another thing you can look forward to is I'm going to be doing a couple videos with my kids, reacting to Tool. You know, the Tool video that kids made, the Tool song, 46 and 2 or whatever. I want the kids to react to that and see what they think of other kids performing Tool music. And also I want them to check out Bandmade and for once and for all, settle the question, do Bandmade appeal to 50-year-old men who have a fetish for Asian women, or is there something more to it? And are young kids going to love it? And to be honest, I'm pretty sure young kids are going to love it. And to be honest, I'm sure there are some fetish people who are attached to Bandmade too. I'm sure there's that, and that's probably just a small segment, but come on, be realistic, okay? Bandmade has probably some fetish weird people who like them. But for the most part, it's just the music, and so I can't wait to do a react on that stuff. So I have to wrap up. It's 8:03. Let's say one more minute here. I'll just have a quick look here. Geddy Lee is my favorite bassist. Oh, yeah, he is an incredible bass player. I mean, he's such a talent. He sings. He has an amazing voice. Plays bass, keyboards, writes music, and he seems to be the level-headed guy in the band too. The Rush, he really held them together, maybe. Um, Hooked. Oh, thank you so much, Hooked. Appreciate that. Here's $5 for your time and work. Please react to Spell of Mathematics by Deftones. Well, you know, I will do that. Thank you. Thank you for that. Ah, we got someone coming in late. Sop with Snoopy. We're almost done. It may be 24 hours before this gets back after we cut it off. It takes a while to process. I've noticed YouTube is really slow processing the last chat I did. Really slow. It's like 24 hours before it comes back on the screen, and as well, all the chat comes back as well. So it's all just like a real chat, but it's recorded. Jennifer's in Toronto time. Mike Portnoy, I've definitely heard of Mike. Cygnus and the Sea Monsters was a Rush tribute. No, don't know about them. I'll check them out. You're near Boston, Big Chief BC? Okay. Yeah, I've been to BC. I mean, I've been to Boston. As a BM fan and a bass player, I would be remiss if I didn't say Misa, Misa, Misa. You know what? Misa, Misa, Misa. I'm right with you, man. Like when I watch those live videos, they're all mesmerizing. The drummer's mesmerizing, the guitarist, the singer, but the bass player is especially mesmerizing. I don't know what it is about her bass playing and her kind of she's kind of that darker, moodier person in the band. She plays a Fender Japan jazz bass. Okay. So you'll be on Japan Standard Time. Okay. So I'll have to say goodbye now. Hey, Alabatri, sorry you missed the stream. That's okay. It'll come up again in a few hours or whatever. You can watch it retroactively if you want. All the chat stuff will come up again, and I think Geddy Lee would approve of Misa. Oh, I bet you Geddy Lee's got a crush on Misa. I bet you every progressive rock bass player on the planet would have a crush on Misa. Misa is also 5'7". Oh, she's taller then, yeah. She's a little taller than the other girls, eh? Yeah, okay, Job. Job, thanks for tuning in. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. This was really fun. Maybe, do you think I should do these once a week, or should I do them every 2 weeks, or do you think I should do them once a month? What's your opinion? Halloween is a big holiday in Canada. Yes, all the kids go out. In Ontario, they're discouraging it because of the pandemic, but in British Columbia, they're encouraging it because it's outdoors and it's safe. There's nothing to worry about. Just wash your hands and that's it. Yeah, so leave me a comment once a week, says David Simpson. Hi, David. Um, Once a week, bro, says Louis. Okay, so maybe I'll do once a week. I might just again, like I'll give you a few days warning, but I'll juggle it around. I'll try different times. Basically, it's going to be either the evening, or it's going to be the morning, my time. On the weekends probably. Maybe I'll try a weekday evening. We'll see. Maybe actually maybe that's the best thing to do is just stir it up and do something different every time, so that everyone in different time zones and different situations, you can just make one. If you miss one, then you can catch the next week. Anytime, as long as you have the time, for sure. Thanks for the Q&A. Ready, set, drift. Welcome. Thanks for visiting. And sorry, it's almost finished now. And Louis Carrascal, do this once a week, bro. Cool. So big. Let's wrap up. Let's get Sharky. He's listening to music. Sharky, pay attention. Everybody's here. Sharky, say hello. Sharky. I gotta make sure I can see what I'm doing. Is he on the screen there? Okay, Sharky and I say goodbye, and the alien, of course. Oh, the alien fell down. Isn't this typical? I don't know. I think we got to dock a week pay from the alien because he's not very conscientious. He falls asleep during my videos. He falls asleep during my live casts and live streams. I don't know, Mr. Alien. I guess he's in his own world, eh? He's in his own little world. And so for me and Sharky and the alien, we all say goodnight. And sweet dreams. Until the next stream, I guess we'll do that once a week, you guys. All right. Bye now.